Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about pure passion, and I'm going back to my roots. I'm going back to makeup. So if I had just one encouragement before starting, is in order to stay happy, do more of what you like. It could be either baking, spending time with your pet, playing video games, whatever you like. Make sure that you make room for what you are passionate about, to infuse your daily life with passion. I think that it's going to make your days so much brighter, and it will genuinely help you go through those times. So with no further ado, I'm going to do a makeup tutorial on that easy everyday look achieved with the Jeffree Star Blood Lust palette once again. So the first thing, I'm going to prime my lids. I'm going to use my favorite concealer, and that the Tarte tape. A little bit goes a long way. I have created a nice canvas to put the eyeshadows on. I like to use my Fenty Beauty Invisimatte blotting powder, and I simply apply it with a big flat brush like this one. It looks very white in the pan, but actually it's a translucent powder. You see, the concealer has already started to crease in the fold of my lid, and that's why it's so important to set it. Okay. Then we are going to dive into the Blood Lust palette. I had already done in my previous video a look using the more lavender shades, and today I'm going to go more on the warm side of the palette. So I'm going to play with this beautiful peachy nude shade. Let's dive into Royal Pain, and I'm going into the crease. This is going to act like my transition color. And if you are a beginner in makeup, you may be afraid of colors in general. So I would recommend you use some transition shades, like nude shades, that will soften the bright colors that you are going to use after. I really like this color on me. I really love like how it matches the warm undertones in my skin tone. Really focus a maximum of matter on the outer corner, so you create a gradient effect from the inside to the outside of your eye. Then I'm diving into the shade Eye King, this medium warm purple, so I go even more precise into the crease. And I used a thinner brush than the previous one, so I don't cover the coral peachy shade. And same, you pack a maximum of color on the outside, on the outer corner. I like the gradient effect that it creates. It's like a dawn on your eyes, literally. From the orange color, we slide to the purple. Now I'm going to work on my mobile lid, and I want to create something neutral because it's a daytime look. I would love to use Monarchy. This is a very neutral shade, Monarchy, but I feel that the quad side of this shadow is kind of discordant with the warmth of the previous eyeshadows. So I'm going to pack Royal Pain on top of it. Wow, can you see it? To me, it makes a big difference. And I focus those shades on the 2/3 of my eye. So basically I stop at the end of my pupil here. You see, it's a lot warmer. I'm going to work on the outer corner of my lid. I'm going to create a cat eye shape, a cat eye effect, which is perfect, especially if you have very round eyes and you just want to elongate your eye and create something very sultry and feminine. So I'm going to dive into Betrayal. This is this medium purple, and I like it because it looks very soft in the pan, but in real life it's a neon shade. Like, can you see that? So I use the same brush still. I dive into Betrayal. I go just right here on the last third of my eye where I didn't put any color. And I'm using Betrayal, but honestly you could still go with Hiking that we used previously. It's just to test more the palette. And I'm going to stop at the beginning of my pupil. And if you want a maximum payoff, you can apply it with your finger too. Like, can you see the difference? It's, whoa, it's just crazy. And yes, it tends to happen with shimmery shadows. You have a better result when applied with fingers. Okay, I just go back with Hiking because I lost a little bit of the purple on the crease. Honestly, you could stop here for your eyes. I think that you already have like a nice shape, but I like to go further. And so I'm going to dive into Blood Queen, the dark purple, with a pencil brush. And I like to draw like a wing. And it's going to create like a smudged eyeliner. And I stop at the end of the color that I put underneath, so Betrayal. And you just smudge it. Can you see the difference? Here it looks just more round, and here it looks more elongated and cat-eyed. And as for previous shadows, you focus most of the color at the very end of the shape, and then you draw to the inside. And if necessary, you can just swipe the excess with your finger. And I don't know if you can notice, but when I draw my cat eye shape, I basically do it as a continuity of my eye shape. So here, this is the edge of my eye, and my cat eye basically does that. Like, it's very straight. And just to add more structure and dimension to my look, I'm going to use Monarchy with the same flat brush. I dive into that gorgeous nude shade, and I just go under my brow. And you see this color is really subtle on my skin tone. You can barely notice it. So it looks very natural. Can you see the intense lift that it gives to your eye? Here and here. So to finish the upper part of my makeup, I'm going to add more definition because there is much color, and I really want to make my eyes pop through that amount of color. So I'm going to add mascara and eyeliner. My eyeliner is from MAC and it's the Boot Black. I draw a line that is the continuity of my lower lash line, so the shape is as natural as possible. And then I reach the gaps. I am going to finish the eyes before putting some highlight, and you can see the huge difference before and after foundation. I think that that step is key for a very congruent look. Okay, so first I want to apply the mascara. I'm using the roller lash from Benefit. And as I draw cat eye, I like to enhance like the tail of my lashes. I'm really going to insist on that part so it adds more to the cat eye effect. And it's going to define and open the eye even more. Whoa, can you see the difference between left and right, right and left? Okay, so for the next step, I go back to the eyeshadows and I like to apply Blood Queen with an eyeliner brush. And now I'm going to work on the lower part of my makeup. And I like to add some depth just here. If necessary, I just swipe the excess on my hand. Less is more. And so I draw the shadow from the outside to the inside of my eye. And I just stop at the beginning of my pupil. And then I gotta apply hiking with this flat brush from the very tip. I'm gonna draw it just beneath Blood Queen, so it creates like an halo effect. And just to add to the gradient effect, I adding the peachy shade under hiking again. So it really adds to the halo effect. I have a lot of color here. It's really packed on. So I'm going to diffuse the color with a fluffy brush like this one, with no product on. Like you use a bare brush and you just diffuse the edges so it gets softer and less crazy. Eventually, I want to highlight the inner corner with the shade Monarchy. We are going to take a very natural neutral shade. Now, if your skin is more fair than mine, I think that you could perfectly use Your Majesty, a white shade. And I stop at the beginning of my pupil. My eye makeup is finished. Lastly, I want to work on giving my face some highlight, some light. I want to try the shade Beauty Sleep. This is this gorgeous duochrome, like a rose gold shade. And I'm going to apply it with this Jeffree Star brush. And I just go on the apple of my cheeks, like that. I just follow the natural structure of my bones. You see? Ooh. It's very light. It's a subtle light. Nothing crazy, really. It's just a tad more light, just enough to add more life. On the bridge of my nose, like this, and on the tip, like that, the very tip of my nose. I just finished adding lipstick on my lips. And so this look is pretty much complete. I just reapplied a little bit of Black Queen, the deep purple, just underneath, just to make it pop even more because it was too diffused with the other colors. But other than that, that look is complete. So I really hope that you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you like this video, don't forget to thumb it up, and also could you consider subscribing to my channel. You have no clue how much your unique subscription can make a difference in my life. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.